What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Well, it's official. We reached the halfway point of the regular season. Still a lot of work left to do, though, as we're away in Week 9. Uh-oh, it's a fumble on the opening kick! And they steal it back on the return. Neither offense has even taken the field yet, and already, Brock, a massive swing in this contest.
Yeah, think about it this way, Kate. If we didn't have the coin toss before the game and one team got the ball to start both halves, what an advantage it would be, and that's exactly what this offense has right now.
The Packers into the red zone for the first time. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another carry for him. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Putting a receiver in motion. They'll throw it on 1st and goal. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. It's 2nd and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Packers finish off their opening drive. Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go!
Hand off to the back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They'll try and throw it here. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th.
Ready? 7 Pirates, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
And you're going for this. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Play action on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Plowing up the middle. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. That was Micah Parsons making that play. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. They're throwing it. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Buying some time right. Now he takes it, and he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Set. Go.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Ready.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Working quickly here.
79.
This time it's a passing play. Finds his back complete. It's inside the 10. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
He finds him right side. Touchdown, Dallas. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Looking to his fullback now. Continuing to move past the 45. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. First down, he takes the snap. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Back now, pressure on its way. He connects downfield on 4th. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That big 4th down call is how we close out our 1st quarter. Scoreboard shows 10-7. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Cowboys scoop it up. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he's going to take it back. Touchdown, Dallas. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
From the 34. Short pass brought in. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They give it to him again. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 3 yards almost gets him back to even, but it's going to be 3rd and 11 now. He's going to throw this one. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense.
Let's go now.
They go play action on 1st. Hauled in left side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing off the play fake here. He rolls to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
The give here on 2nd. Has a lane inside the 35. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready,
Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Throwing from the gun here. Looking right, and he finds him. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by the Packers, their third and final one. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Gets everything he has under this throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face second down. They go play action here. He's trying another one deep. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it.
Now that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Throw on third down. Escapes the pocket. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. Fourth and 3, drive on the line. They're going for it, Young. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll be touched down after a big play. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Complete out to the right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains in this half. Second and 6 coming up here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's on the move. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get more points to end a lopsided first half. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18.
Now from the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden studios, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw here. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down of the process.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Cowboys at 6-2 to start play. And they come in after a loss last time out, but they've still been in good form. They've won 6 of their last 8.
And quite frankly, there wasn't a whole lot to draw on in the loss last week because they were dominating every phase of the game. You got to hope that they show a little more life in this one because they certainly didn't have it in their last outing.
Throw left side complete. That's short. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. With his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Aubrey good with the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Alexander. Left side caught by Matthews. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Off play action. Alexander. Open man downfield is Johnson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Operating from the gun. Alexander. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row. First down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And able to work his way down to the 16. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun. Alexander. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Operating from the gun. Alexander. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Well, he's got Dorsett complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Alexander. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Well, the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Alexander. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming up that big completion to prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Addison. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a give right side. Conley, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Throwing after the interception. Alexander got his open man. It's Carr. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
A give left side to Matthews. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caught.